Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my first get naked with me video, and by that I mean get Urban Decay naked with me. So I wanted to do a series where basically I do eye tutorials where I use one of the Urban Decay naked palettes. I love Urban Decay. Urban Decay does not know who I am. This is not sponsored. I am just a little tiny YouTuber who just loves makeup, and I came on board when the naked palettes have come and gone. And the only time they're mentioned is basically to say this is what started it all. So I've had the Naked 2 palette for a couple years now. I didn't get it back when it was like the craze. I got it more so when I started growing my palette collection and knew I wanted a naked palette, and one of my co-workers gifted me the Naked 2 palette. And this is what she looks like. So on YouTube, the larger YouTubers that we watch, they come out with palettes and they are able to keep up. I've been able to get quite a large collection, but I'm trying to be more selective. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna buy another palette. I am waiting for the Nirvana palette to come out because it wowed me from the second I saw it, and I'm picking that up. But that's basically how it has to be. Something's gotta be. There's been a lot that have been coming out, like the ColourPop Soul and Mar I wanted, but I stopped myself, didn't get that. I did pick up the Urban Decay Born to Run just because, again, I love Urban Decay. I didn't get the beach one or the back talk one because those did not wow me, but that one did. I wanted to just start a playlist where I know there's a lot of people out there who still have these palettes, and that way I can give you guys ideas. Today I used, again, the Naked Original. And then, you know, I will create looks using the 2 and 3 and the Heat and the Smoky Eye. The Smoky Eye and the Heat are my favorite. I do think the formula on these are better. I still think the formula on the 2 and the 1 are still great. There is a difference. I got this one in February when I had like my 20% off. So I actually haven't dipped into the 3, but this was one of the ones I wanted when it was the craze. I also wasn't in a place to buy makeup like I do now and kind of do it as a hobby. So although I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, I want that so bad, I never got it, and now I'm really excited that I have it. So I will be playing with that. So this series is just going to be me picking a different palette and doing an eye tutorial to inspire you guys to play with what you have. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a naked palette, although I do think that people still have these palettes. It could be another one. And then I want to do another playlist where I pick up like a Shop My Stash, I guess it is. I guess this is like a spin-off of like a Shop My Stash. This one is more specific to naked just because I have the entire collection. So I thought, and plus I thought the name was cute. Get naked with me. But of course, Urban Decay naked with me. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is a very simple look. I think it was Jessica Braun's video where she mentions like things that YouTubers do that annoy, I guess, the viewers. And one of them was, one viewer had said how she wants more realistic looks, not looks with the liner and lashes all the time. And I do think that's true. I do not wear falsies to work. I don't have time. I do sometimes do a wing liner, but more times than not, I just tight line. So I am going to keep these looks a little bit more on the wearable side. So this is the look that I created today. It's a very soft look that can go with a lot of things you are wearing, and that's how I want to keep it. I will have those go out looks using the Smoky and the Heat because I do think these are amazing for that. I also think that the 2 you can do some pretty day to night looks with. I hope you guys like this series, and let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. So I am zoomed in. You can see all my flaws. Again, we are going to be going in with the Urban Decay Original #1 Numero Uno OG. So I'm going to go into the color Naked, and I am going to buff that into my crease with a fluffy brush, and this is the Lamora Soft Blender Brush. A lot of people say that they are no longer inspired by this palette. That might be discouraging for some people. Everyone has a right to their opinion though, so And if you're not inspired anymore, I can get that. People always talk about how it started the game, but they just don't feel inspired anymore. So I wanted to do this for people who still have it and want looks, you know? So I'm going to create a look with this, and I do feel like, I don't know if Urban Decay updated the formula or what it is, but this is blending out very beautifully. And I think that's why these palettes were so popular. I think this is what set the standard, you know? So I blend a while. I will try to speed this up, cut some of it out, but I am chatting, so I will try and shut up for the rest of the tutorial. After you get that blended out to what you want, take a more tapered brush. This is a Lamora 110, the blender brush, and this whole thing comes in a kit, and you can find it on Amazon, and I will link it below. These are just essential brushes that you need. This is a very nice starting point, and these are very affordable, and they work really well. I am going into the color Buck, which is a little bit of a deeper shade, and I am just going to concentrate that in the center. And I am just going back and forth to get that gradient, that ombre effect. So I put the lighter shade first, and then in the more inner crease, I am adding the deeper shade. And then I'm putting it in my corner as well. And then what I usually do is go back with the lighter one, which would be the Naked, the lighter of the two, and then just kind of marry them together. This will not like undo the dark shade, because of course it's deeper, so it will still show through. So I'm gonna go into the color Sin. I am just going to pack that onto my lid. This is a really pretty, like, light pink color, and I am just packing that again all over my lid. And I'm actually going to, I like the brushes that come in the Urban Decay palettes. I know a lot of people do not. I enjoy them. They're better for packing on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, I know I should have washed this first, but I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I will wash it after. I'm gonna go into the color Sidecar, and I am going to put that more along the center. They're very similar now that but I want to say Sin is a little more sheer, so that might be more of a topper maybe. So that kind of got a little bit in the crease. So I'm gonna go back in with the color Buck and just kind of sweep in the center to kind of maybe take down some of that shimmer. Now I'm gonna go into the color Toasted, which is this really pretty dusty rose color. And I am just packing that on top. You're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but my eyes are slightly going from that lighter Sin color to the Sidecar to the Toasted. Now Sidecar and Sin are very similar. Again, Sin might be more of a brow because it was very sheer. So I guess more like Sidecar to Toasted. And then again, I'm gonna just go in and try and diffuse some of the sparkle. There is a lot of fallout, and the shimmers do kind of transfer a little bit up into your crease. And then I am going to take Hustle, which is a deeper brown, and I am going to pop that in the corner. I want like depth. And then I'm just kind of like carving this into like a V, and then just bringing this in. Okay, and this is a very work appropriate look. It's, you know, using more of the nude shades of it. So I am going to finish my eyes and do my face, and then I'll show you what I use, and then we will finish the eye look. Okay guys, so I am back, and just as an overview, because I don't know that I mentioned it, but I did use the Urban Decay Primer Potion as my base. And then I did my face. I used a Wet n Wild foundation, which I left. I'm not gonna go grab it. For my concealer, I used the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Medium Light. I really enjoy this concealer. I got this on sale. I have drugstore favorites, so if there's a high-end one that goes on sale, I'll pick it up. I like this one more than the Tarte Shape Tape. Shape Tape would have to be on sale again for me to get it because it's not worth the price to me. I like it, it's just not my favorite. So I do enjoy this, and if it goes on sale, I'd pick it up again. I'm gonna continue to wear it. This is like my 3rd time wearing it, so it could be something that I might splurge on, but I enjoy the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and that is like $4 or $5. For blush, I used the Too Faced Naturals face palette, and I used the color Pink Sand, which I think is really pretty. I did this off camera because I have a lot of very long chatty get ready with me, and I just really wanted to concentrate on the palette. I think I covered everything. Now we're gonna finish under the eye. I'm gonna go into the color Naked again, and I'm going to start dragging that underneath the eye. Sorry for all my weird faces. You ever see the way Kathleen like applies her makeup? How she just looks so pretty. She's like, and she just looks adorable. I look dumb. So I'm just gonna keep it real. This is the way I look when I apply makeup. I do this face. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the color Buck, which is that more dark shade. And I'm going to get that closer to the waterline. And I'm gonna keep this look simple. I probably won't do liner. I might tight line, but I won't show that on camera because that looks really scary. And I do notice that I like the Naked formula, but again, my favorites are the Heat and the Smoky Eye. And I think the formula is a little bit different on that. There was a little bit of patchiness in this corner, but nothing that I couldn't like work out, but I did notice that. So then I am going to take the color Virgin, this light shade, and I'm gonna pop that under my brow bone. And then I'm gonna go back into that light Naked color and just kind of make sure that there isn't a harsh line, because that highlight shade is actually pretty good. I'm gonna pop that as my highlighter and see how that works. So I'm gonna take that color Virgin and I like to press it into my skin. I mean, that is really pretty. And I'm gonna take some of that and put it on my Cupid's bow. Maybe a little bit down the line of my nose. Yep, I like that. And I'm just smoking this out a little bit more because I don't feel like it's smoked out. I am going to pause real quick and put tight line and put on my mascara, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and I tight lined with this Whiskey color by Urban Decay, and this is not sponsored. Urban Decay has no clue who the hell I am. I just love their products. And they had like a trio, which I talk about in another video of mine. Right now they have a different trio on sale for $29. These go for $20 each. So if you can get a trio, I would say get it. And they also have the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray, which is my favorite. I said I wasn't gonna pick one up until it went on sale, and then they had this on sale, which they come out to, I think, like, I wanna say 21 each, but these are $36, I believe. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. I've tried several, which I usually do this before I put mascara on, and I did it. So I just think this melts everything into the skin really well. Okay, my mascara is okay. And well, that dries. I don't have my fan in front of me. Next we'll do lips, and this is $19.93. This was a set, again, that was on sale recently. It was like $15. I think this is gonna be a little too brown for what I'm going for. I tend to go for more nudes. But we'll try it on anyways. Oh, this is really pretty. So this is $19.93. And I'm going to pop abstract cream in the center, which is more of a nude, just because that's what I want to wear. Didn't take it down too much, but I'm okay with the color. When I reapply, this will have worn down. But this is the final look. And I know with a lot of my looks, I like to use color, and I really like to use like falsies and stuff. But this is honestly maybe a lighter, maybe more of a gloss, but this is what I would wear to work. So this is more everyday. And that will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of first impressions with items, maybe not necessarily palettes because my collection is growing a little too big. And I will be doing tutorials with different, you know, what's been out, so that people can really enjoy the palettes they're using. That's why I kind of wanted to do this. It's kind of like a spin-off of like maybe Project Pan or Shop My Stash, but I did want to do this with all the different naked collections. So I will be having more videos up on my channel like this. So until next time, guys, bye.